All right, Hunter and Bryant, y'all just won $15,000 plus maybe a little extra. Weighed in over 29 pounds on Lake Guntersville. The people that are watching, maybe have they come here before, maybe they haven't, but they're looking for a consistent way to come here and catch fish. Y'all just weighed in the biggest bag, and a lot of people in their whole life never catch 29 pounds. So to do it in tournament's awesome. Talk a little bit first, just what happened in practice, what happened in the tournament. How did that relate?
Yeah, so we like to scope now, I ain't gonna lie to you, but we tried it in practice. He actually caught a 6-pounder. I could find nothing but drum and stuff like that, so we had to go. We grew up on the Tongue-Bigby. It's kind of on the Mississippi-Alabama line, and so we always deal with a lot of muddy water usually. But anyway, so we weren't scared to go to the bank and try it, and we obviously know Guntersville's kind of known for the red rattle trap and chatterbait and all that good stuff. So we just started covering some water, and practice was kind of, so like as far as winning bag, you hear like 30 pounds. So like, you might catch some 2 and 3s, but we were trying to just kind of remember all where we had a bigger bite. And that was our game plan today, was just stick a jackhammer in our hand and just cover those 2 little areas that we found where we caught a 7 and some 5s. And, but yeah, as far as like just coming to Guntersville, I mean, yeah, you can just about stick a jackhammer or a red rattle trap right now and catch some pretty good fish, obviously, and some quantity as well.
Yeah. So. A lot of people talking about the jackhammer, red rattle trap. What trailer are you putting on the back of the jackhammer? And then also talk about the bait itself. Like, what are you doing with it?
Yeah. So the jackhammer I'm using, Berkeley, is it the Power Stinger?
Yeah, I think so.
It's called the Power Stinger for me. I don't know. It just holds up. Like I didn't even change the trailers. It was practice. I swear to you. I use the same one even in the tournament. And but. Yeah, I mean, pretty much, man, you got to stay in the grass. Like, when you're the whole time you're ripping, it's almost like you're swimming a jig almost. Like the whole time, as soon as you feel it, just popping it through. And usually after that pop and it kind of like dives back into the grass, it just gets slack. And that's when they hit it. Same with the rattle trap, pretty much. You're just constantly staying in the grass. So once you pop it and it's kind of like dies, that's when they just drill it.
Was that pretty much?
Yeah, I was using the same thing, and I was using a big bite baits, Kamikaze Swim On, I think is what the name of the trailer was on mine. I was doing the same thing, just pumping it out of the grass. You let it get down there and get in a little bit and rip it out. I mean, most of the time they'd bite it whenever you rip it out. It's just kind of reaction bite,
Yeah, you get used to ripping through grass and you pull in a big
and lean into one.
Yeah. Well, like today, it kind of changed a little bit because obviously the wind, but we caught 3 of our fish, I think 3. One 6-pounder, I had a 5.5 to cold. 30 minutes later, we were in the mud, like mud. Like I feel like a lot of people, they did not even think to do that. And the guys that came in second, we talked to them, they figured that out too, catching them in the mud too a little bit. So we weren't scared of that just because I guess I'd always been comfortable just because we've kind of dealt with that. But I think that was like a little sneaky deal that we didn't really realize it. But man, I ain't lying, we pulled down just for, literally 2.5 hours that last little time and put 3 fish in the boat that called 3 times.
Wow. Yeah.
It was just that area, we had that big bite. Like we were all in. We really wasn't going after numbers. It was just, we knew big fish was there, so we just hunkered down. And it just worked out, and it was a blessing.
There you go. So they just won $15,000. They caught over 29 pounds of bass using a lipless crankbait, red, and a jackhammer, any kind of chatterbait. Put a little trailer on the back of it and go to work. So if you're coming to Guntersville, definitely stop by Academy and grab it. And that is your Academy Sports Winners Tackle Box.